sis, conductor to my S Money train, like she's phenomenal. And I'm not saying that just because of who she is to me and what she's doing right now, but based on what I knew before I even met her, like before I even had the opportunity to shake her hand, to introduce myself, to even get to know her, she was getting results. Her results speak for themselves, and she's highly respected. She's highly recommended when it comes to training. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you Mrs. Sophia Lightbourne, aka Lightbourne, aka Lamborghini Lioness, the Bahamian credit master. Like, she wear a lot of hats, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This woman is phenomenal. But without further ado, are you here? Are you present? Do we have the privilege?
I'm here, man. Shiz, can you hear me okay?
Oh, what can I take it away?
Man, thank you so much. I got to give it back to Shiz, man. Like, listen, when he was listening to those things, I was like, who is he talking about, man? He's making me feel a little good over there, right? I'm like, what is he doing, right? He trying to make me red and stuff, even though I'm super brown because I'm here in the Bahamas. But no, Shiz, man, I appreciate you for real. Like, everything that you do and, your commitment to the success of our team, and just, your commitment to really sharing the belief and the enthusiasm and the excitement about how this thing could really change our lives. So, we never take you for granted at all. And kudos to you because, like you said, man, I'm the upline, but you outrank me, but I'm coming for you, right? But that's all shows your work ethic, and your commitment to what we're doing. But guys, welcome. I ain't seeing a lot of y'all. The only one I've been talking to a lot is Daryl, right? He had me on the phone all day. He was actually clowning on me today during our last phone call. He was like, what up? You can't keep up in my pace? I got too many calls for you? I was like, come on, boy, let me close this deal and get you paid, right? But that's the name of the game, right? Shouts out to Mr. Daryl Smith. I got to give it up to him today because I think Mark did it before, but today he closed 3 deals, premium customers today in between, what was our first call, Daryl? At 11, between 11 and 4. So we had to call it 11, and 1 at 2, and 1 at 4 or something like that. And he closed all of them. Yeah, something like that. So think about that, guys. That's a paycheck every 2 hours while he was actually on his 9 to 5. He was walking out of his job, going downstairs to do these little calls to get another check. And that's the power of this thing, guys. Like, I want y'all to really get excited and really start to think about what you really got your hands on, man. Like, we've got an opportunity to really make a couple phone calls, talk to some people, share some videos, get someone else on the line and make money. Think about how, let's just think about it today. 199 customers pay out $75 upfront commissions, right? What's 75 times 3? Someone do the math because I ain't doing it, right? I know it's more than $200, right? 225. So while Daryl was at work today, he made an additional $225 today while he was at work. Daryl, not to get in your business, don't give us the rub. We don't want to really know what you make for real. But about how many extra hours would you have at work to make an extra $200?
You mean I don't work hourly?
Okay, well, okay, no, I know you don't.
No, I'm just messing with you, but no. But at the end of the year, you get a raise. But I mean, it's good. That's good. Extra $200 while I'm sitting there, and the only thing I did, Soph, was put you on the phone and sit on the bench while you talk.
Exactly. And he made himself some extra money. So think about the fact if you could do that every single day. If we could be consistent enough to do that every day. Think about if Daryl was doing that 5 days a week while he was at work. That's an extra $1,000 at work while he's at work. Right? But guys, the reason that we're not doing that consistently is one reason. Okay, and I want you to write this down. We ain't exposing enough people. Exposures. We're not talking to enough people. And I'm going to pick on Daryl a little bit just because that's who I've been working with closely, is because last month or maybe the month before, Daryl was going through a little slow period, right? And he wasn't signing up a lot of customers. And then we talked, or I think Hazik talked, or someone we talked about, and he said, Sophie, I ain't been sticking to the basics. I've been deviating from the system. And when he deviated from the system, it deviated in his checks. Okay, his commissions changed. So what he did is he said, listen, I'm going back to the basics. I'm going to use the system. I'm going to keep it super simple. And he went back to his cell phone and started reaching out to people again. And through that process, guys, he was able to have meaningful conversations. And some of those people need our service. Everyone needs us, guys. They just ain't know it yet. But sometimes when you get on the phone with them and have a conversation, it sparks the little flame in their mind that, you're right, I do need to improve my credit. Or you're right, I do need to get out of some debt, right? And then you're able to actually put them through your funnel, put them through your pipeline, and let's get you paid. But tonight, guys, I want you to think about 3 words. We're going to focus on 3 words tonight, okay? Write these down. These are really basic, but these are the 3 magic words in our business, okay? 1 is exposures, okay? Exposures. 2 is training. Shiz just talked about it, right? He didn't know what I was training on tonight, but he said it in the intro. That means that it's real, right? Training. And 3 are skills. So the 3 words, the 3 magic words in our business is exposures, training, and skills. If you really want to be successful in this business, if you really want to be a leader or a top earner, right? If you really want to get to $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month, you got to focus on those 3 words. Okay, those are the keys, guys. You realize ain't none of them said super hard work in the hot sun, right? It ain't say super long hours with no days off, right? That's not, people equate or put that hard work and wealth like are interchangeable. That ain't true, guys. That's like the biggest lie we've been told. Because I'm sure all of y'all on the line listening to me tonight can agree that you know a whole lot of people, if it's not yourself, who work really hard and they ain't rich, they ain't wealthy. And then I'm sure you know a whole lot of wealthy people who you be like, do you even work? Right? So you've got to start to wrap your mind around that myth that, oh, work hard to be successful. We've got to work hard, but in a different way. All right. And our whole goal is to work smarter instead of harder. So exposure, okay? Exposure is the most important word in our industry, okay? In our business. Write this down. The person who exposes the most people will make the most money. That ain't rocket science, guys. That's a super simple line. The person who makes the most exposures makes the most money. The person who gets more people in front of the information will close more deals. That's just how this thing works. So if you really think about it, the only difference between you and the top earner in our company, or like the top recruiter in our company, like a Haziq Ali, is that they've exposed more people than you have. That's it. It ain't because Haziq is so much better than us. It's because he just talks to that much more people, right? So if you're talking to more people, obviously you're going to close more deals. Make sense? Now, I want you to think about this. Not everybody you talk to is going to be an ideal candidate for your business, okay? Not everyone's going to be a prospect. Not everyone is going to say yes. Actually, most people are going to say no. But if you talk to enough people, you're going to find the people that are looking for you, all right? The only way to find the people that need what we have is to talk to so many of them that you are able to find the needle in the haystack. Wouldn't you agree that there's a whole lot more rocks and dirt than there is gold? But they got to sift through the dirt to find the value, right? They got to sift through the dirt to find the gold. But that doesn't mean that gold doesn't exist. You just got to dig in enough places to find it. Same thing with oil, right? There's oil everywhere. But the only way you're going to find the oil, because there's oil all over the place, right? But it's not everywhere. But the way you're going to find where the oil is you got to keep digging. You got to treat your business the same way. The only way you're going to find the people who are going to say yes, or the people who want our products and services, are by talking to enough people. The biggest mistake most people make in our industry, guys, and I know some of you who've been with us a while, this is super basic stuff, but sometimes it's good to go back to the basics, right? The number one reason people fail in our business is because they don't talk to enough people. They talked to 5 people, they all said no, and they say no one wants to do it, right? But if you had talked to 500 more, you would have found some people who want what we need. We give up too soon. I don't know if you've ever heard that story. I can't remember the names, but I can just remember the context of the story. I'm trying to remember what book it was in. Darryl probably knows. I'm trying to remember if it's Think and Grow Rich. It might have been Think and Grow Rich, where this guy, right, he went to the West Coast to go find gold, right, because there was the big gold rush. Gold was everywhere. And he bought the equipment. He moved out there. He was digging, and he didn't find no gold. And he packed up and went back. He sold his equipment to some dude, right, and he went back to the East Coast. The guy he sold his equipment to started digging right where he left off, and maybe right immediately he struck gold. The guy left too soon. He quit right where gold was. And that's exactly what we're doing in our business, right? Is we quit too soon. We talk to a couple people and then we give up. We say, man, ain't nobody want to do the business. Nobody want to use our credit and service. But if you think about it, guys, there's 50 million people in the United States that have less than a 600 credit score. They need us. You just ain't found them yet. And it's because you haven't talked to enough people. So it's all about exposures. Remember this. In the beginning, what you lack in skills and knowledge, you make up for in numbers. What you lack in skills and knowledge, you make up for in numbers. What does that mean? Guys, there's people who get involved in our industry, in our business, that don't even know the services. They don't even know what the products cost. They don't even know, how to edify, or they don't know nothing. But because they're talking to so many people, they're getting the results, more results than someone who's been trained. So it's all about the numbers, okay? Here's the key, and I want y'all to write this down because I don't only want to talk about general stuff. I want to give some action steps, all right? Things that all of us can start to implement to, 10x our results. Here's your goal. The key is to prospect. What does prospect mean? Talk to some people who could potentially use your service, okay? Or who may potentially want to make some money. Your key is to prospect at least 5 to 10 people per day and expose our service and our business to at least 5 people a day. Write that down. That's the action step. We used to do this little 2-a-day thing that we were doing, which is good, but we ain't trying to be average, right? Anyone on here trying to be average, mediocre, or y'all trying to be above average? So we gonna raise the standard a little bit, all right? So the goal is gonna be to prospect 5 to 10 people a day, and your goal, you need to have 5 people every day looking at some information. That needs to be your goal. Like, you don't go to sleep until you sent that video to 5 people, or you started to have a meaningful conversation with 5 people. You want 5 exposures, all right? Now let me break it down for y'all in numbers so y'all can see that numbers don't lie. Think about this for a minute, y'all. If you, and this is how doing small things consistently make a difference. If you expose your business to 5 people a day for 1 year, you would make 1,825 exposures. By exposing 5 people a day for 1 year, you would have exposed 1,825 people. Now, if just 1 in every 20 people signed up in your business as an affiliate, that means that you would sponsor 91 people in a year. Almost 100. 91 people in a year if only 1 in every 20 said yes. That means that the other 19 says no. Do you know that if you did that for a 5-year period, you would expose your business to 9,125 people, and you would personally sponsor nearly 455 people if only 1 in every 20 said yes. Guys, that's some powerful numbers when you really stop and think about it. That makes us realize that we really ain't working our business, man, like me included. The reason I'm doing this is because I've been in the Bahamas. I'm home, I've been here almost 3 weeks now, right? I'm working in the family business. August is our biggest month, so I came home to hold it down, right? I'll be back this weekend. But, I had to shift focus a little bit to handle business. But I know I'm in transition to get back to Florida this weekend. So I'm like, what can I do to really make sure I'm hitting my goals, right? Because I'm not telling y'all things I want y'all to do that I don't want to do myself. If you've been in this team longer than 20 days, you probably know I try to lead by example, right? I do everything I ask you guys to do. So I'm looking at these numbers and it made me realize, like, Sophie, you ain't serious because you ain't exposing 2,000 people in a year. And I go hard. So I know y'all ain't doing it, right? But let's think about the numbers. Think about that. Just 5 people a day, y'all. And that's 91 people personally enrolled to you in 1 year. If you enrolling them at the $4.99 level, guys, right? What's 90 times $200? A lot, right? That's like 18,000. That's just in bonuses. That ain't in teams and residuals. So this thing is powerful, guys. We got to start exposing more. Remember, more exposures mean more money. More exposures mean more money. Like, put that in your mind, like embed that in your brain. Put that on a postcard, you can put that in your car, put it on the fridge or something. More exposures mean more money. So if you're ever in a bind, or you're ever in a financial situation where you're strapped for cash, or you got a bill coming up and the money ain't there, you just know that you need to go expose more people, because if you do, you will make more money. Point blank, period. So that's exposures. The second thing is training. Training. Mr. Shields said it best when he was hopping on here. Like right now, we've only got 15 people on the training, right? I know some of the ladies have a women that will win call that they do once a month, so I know they're there. But that's only like 5 people. Where's everyone else? We got about 500 people in this team, but there's 15 people on the training. 15, right? That says a lot. Training is important, guys. It's super important. Like I'm trying to give you guys some next level perspective, right? Most people understand the value of a college education, right? Most people understand, the value of being an apprentice or an intern when you're trying to learn a skill, right? Most people understand the importance of having on-the-job training when you go to a new job. Why do you think it's any different when it comes to your business? Think about it. We go to college for 4 years and be trained. And ain't no income. You don't even make no money while you're in college. Like, it ain't like college paying you. Most college students are flat broke, right? But that's a sacrifice they are willing to make for 4 years of training to hopefully be able to graduate and get a job that's going to pay them to pay back the student loans. And we cool with that. We are willing to go to class every day for 4 years to be trained to make $30,000 a year. Like, think about that for a second. But we got an opportunity here where all we're asking you to do is get on a 1-hour training a couple times a week, right? Get a chance to fly out to some dope cities and chill and learn from some millionaires and write it off on your taxes and get trained for 2 or 3 days. But people like, nah, I ain't doing that. Think about it, y'all. Most people have never owned a business before, right? And most people that you bring into the business don't have the skill set. They never did sales. They never did advertising. They never did marketing before. So they're going to have poor skills. That's cool. So how do your skills get better? Training. You got to get on the training. So that's why we've got rock solid training programs in place to help everyone learn the skills no matter what level you get started at. All right. So not only we teach the skill set, but we teach the what? Mindset to be successful, because success is 80% mental, only 20% skill. All right. So what these trainings are for, and I want you guys to remember this, and I want you to instill this in your teams, right? Because this is the leadership training as well. What we got to do is these trainings help your new affiliate learn the ropes of our business. It learns how everything works. And people should be willing to invest time and money into their training. Okay? An hour, man. Like, think about it. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday trainings. Even if you can't get on every single one, get on 1 or 2 of them. That's 2 hours per week to change your financial situation. 2 hours per week. And if you do that, we can almost guarantee if you apply what we teach you, you're going to start making some money. But most people are willing to invest 8 hours per day for 4 years to not make no money. It's a mental shift, y'all. We got to take this thing dead serious. All right? And what we have to realize is that it takes time to master a skill. If you've never done something before, you're not going to be an overnight success. I always say, before you can be bad at something, you got to suck at it completely, right? And before you get good, you got to be bad. And before you get great at it, you got to be good. It's levels to this thing. You know, people think they're going to start, never done this before, and be like a master. No, you're going to be horrible. The first meal you cooked, you probably burnt it, right? You had to learn. You had to practice. Over time, you became that master chef. All right. So, you've got to realize that it's going to take some time to develop the skill set and to plug into the trainings to succeed. All right. Write this down. It takes 10,000 hours to master something. It takes 10,000 hours to master something. So if you're hopping on a training once a week for 1 hour, it's going to take you a long time to master the skill set. So you want to make sure that you're doing something on your own all the time to, develop those hours, right? Let me ask you something. And everyone on the line flew on a plane before, right? If you flew on a plane before, when you're on that plane, you have absolutely no control. The pilot does, right? Now, let me ask you something. Wouldn't you hope that pilot went to training and paid attention? You wouldn't want him to just walk off the street and be like, yo, let me hop on this Delta Airlines flight and fly these guys to Miami with no skills, no training. You wouldn't want that. You would want to know that the more hours that he put in training, the better pilot he's going to be. It's the same thing with our business. If you ain't putting in no time in your business, you cannot expect the results of people who are putting in that work. All right? So it's training. And the last thing, guys, now we're going to get out of here, is skills. It's skills. All right? Here's the coolest part about this thing, y'all, and how this whole thing comes together. If you are making the exposures and you're doing training, like we just talked about, you're going to develop the skills you need to succeed. Point blank, period. If you're making exposures and talking to people and you're getting trained and applying what you're learning and training when you're talking to people, you will succeed. You're going to get results. All right? Think about a lawyer. Think about an accountant. Think about a doctor. Any other professional. Think about an NBA player. These people spent tens of thousands of dollars and years of their life to develop the skill set that they chose. Why do you think you're going to get millionaire status without putting in the same work? You've got to be willing to do the same thing to succeed here. Okay? Skills are going to help you to communicate better. Skills are going to help you to advertise better. Skills are going to help you to convert and make more sales, right? You're going to be able to lead better. The better your skills get, the better your whole organization and your checks are going to be. All right? So think about those three magic words, guys. Skills, training, and exposures. Here's a couple skills I want you to write down that I want you guys to start doing some research on your own. And create your own curriculum, your own little study thing. You can YouTube anything, okay? You want to develop these skills to be good in this business. So leadership, okay? Prospecting, marketing, product education, like you want to learn about our services. You want to learn the art of persuasion, right? You want to learn advertising. You want to learn emotional IQ. Like these are things that you want to start to learn so that you can be better at what we're doing here. All right. And guys, I know this whole training tonight, it wasn't rocket science. I promise I would keep it short, right? But these three words, if you really start to focus on exposures, training, and skills, there's no way you can lose. If you master these three things, you're going to change your life for the better. I ain't nowhere close to where I want to be, but I'm so much further than when I started just because of those three things. I learned to talk to people. I was shy, but I realized I wanted to get rich. So I had to stop being shy and start talking to people, right? And how did I do that? I started to develop the confidence and the skill of communicating by going to trainings. See, they all work together. So before we get out of here, what I want to make sure that each and every one of you guys do is make sure that you are at our next training, which is in December. I tell you, 2 people in the whole IOU are exempt. Martel, he know why, because he just can't go, right? And Earl, because he's expecting a new addition to the family. Him and Nikki are exempt because she's going to be laid up in the hospital. But everyone else, if you ain't dead or having a baby, you need to be in Miami. December 13th through the 15th, okay? Be in Miami, register for the event. It's a training, it's fun. It's going to give you that energy that you need to really take your business to the next level, all right? We're going to hear from some phenomenal speakers who are going to pour into you, all right? The registration is open now. You want to go to novemoneyconvention.com and get registered as soon as you can. And like I said, I had a video I put out last week. Reserve a room. There's so many of us who are going. Room with someone. Split the cost. 2 ways, 4 ways, 6 ways. It don't matter. Just make sure you are there. Sleep on the floor. It don't matter. If you split a room for the entire weekend with 4 people, you are paying $60 for the entire weekend in Miami, Florida, at the Sheraton. You can't beat that. So there's no excuses. We always say, when something in someone's life is important to them, they make a way. But when it ain't important, you make an excuse. Don't make an excuse to change your family's life. Don't make an excuse to change what your bank account looks like. Don't make an excuse to really transform and become the person that you were designed to be, y'all. Stop talking yourself out of your greatness. Every single one of y'all on the line were created to be royalty. You are royalty. You're kings and queens. But we talk to ourselves every day and say, nah, I'm just supposed to be working it here. No, I'm just supposed to be getting by. No. But the only thing that's required is you getting trained, developing some skills, and stop being scared and start talking about your business, because you can't make money being a secret agent. People got to know you're in business for them to do business with you. You know, so I hope this was valuable, guys. You know, I'm going to open it up for about 10 minutes for a couple of questions, comments, concerns, and then I'm going to get out of here. The only reason is because I'm working with my dad on something tonight, and I had to slip away to come do the training. So feel free to unmute yourself. Questions, comments, concerns. Welcome to all the new faces I see on the training tonight.
Hey, yo, so.
What's up, my man, Earl Fambro? Earl the Gift. FICO Fambros.
Yo, that was great training, man. Awesome information. Just incredible. Like you said, short and to the point. I love it. And I got a quote that I heard. It says that professionals practice more than they perform. You feel me? Yep. Professionals practice more than they perform. So you got to think about it. Steph Curry will shoot 200 shots in practice just to only shoot maybe 20 in the game.
Facts. That's heavy. That's heavy.
That's great, right? So it's like you said, we got to talk to more people. And that's all I really try to do is just talk to people, man. And, you know, really talk to them and get to know what's going on with, you know, if they don't sign right now, that's cool. But, we make them connections, man. Meet these people. You feel me? Don't be afraid of the next person, man. The answer you seek lies in the next person. You feel me?
Straight up.
So I love the information, man. I loved it. And as far as I might register for the event anyway and just try to creep away and make a cameo in Miami one time. Because you're right, this must-go event. You got to be there, man. Oh, my God. I know it's going to be off the chain. I know it is.
You already know.
Only thing that'll pull me away is the birth of my baby girl. So, yeah, you're right. But I love you all, man, and let's grow.
Appreciate you, man, Earl. Appreciate Earl.
So
what you talking about? What's up, Malik?
Yeah, first thing I want to do is get a shout out to my 2 new affiliates, Monique and Wendell. I mean, they've been letting it up right now. They just starting. Big shout out to them.
Thanks, much appreciated.
Big shout out to them. They on the call right now. Big shout outs. And I want to say for all the new people, yo, what changed my life is that Champions Forum. That Champions Forum is golden, yo. It's golden. Once you get into that, your business will explode, dog. I'm telling you, yo. Get in that Champions Forum. And another quick tip too. If y'all beginning and like y'all not experts in sales, what I did when I first started, shout out to Sophia to give me that book. It's by Eric Worre. It's like GoPro, yo. At the end of the day, that's what we aiming for. You know what I mean? We aiming for that pro package. We aiming for that pro affiliate status. You know what I mean? We aiming for that pro money. So why not go pro?
I love it. I love it,
man. That book is golden, yo. Like it gives you the ins and out on network marketing, on affiliate marketing. It gives you everything you need. It shows you how to invite and everything step by step. So if you a rookie, like it's time to go pro. Read that book, man. Knowledge is power, man. Like I just want to thank you, man, because it took me a while to get it, but I get it now.
That's what's up, man. Malik, I appreciate you, man. And I'm really proud of you and your leadership and your consistency and the fact that you got your new affiliates on the training tonight. You know, that's powerful, man. And shouts out to Wendell and I think you said Monique. You know, appreciate y'all for taking time out to hop on, because this is where it all starts. You know, these trainings are the energy source. You know, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And what makes the journey that much easier is when you got people in a support system really help you learn the ropes and you know, iron out all the kinks, because you're going to hit challenges, you're going to hit obstacles. But just ask one of us, whatever you face it, we done faced it or still facing it. So, you know, just reach out to Malik, Shiz, Jamel, myself, any of the leaders, anyone you see on the line tonight. We got your back, man. So appreciate y'all taking time out to hop on. That's what's up. Good stuff, Malik. Good stuff. But guys, it's about that time. It's 9:40. You know, this recording will be posted in the IOU group. I'll post it tonight so that your new affiliates or your teammates can, you know, watch it tonight or tomorrow so that they can catch the info. Because I think the info shared tonight is something that everyone needs to hear. And I may actually do a little Facebook Live on those 3 magic words as well. You know, I think it'll add value to a lot of people. But make sure you get registered for the Nove convention coming up in December. Make sure you cop some marketing tools. The new marketing tools are phenomenal. They look amazing. Make sure you got your tools so that when you're out here talking to people, you know, you've got something physical and tangible that you can leave with them with information to get in touch with you. But guys, it's been great, man. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. Shiz Shields, I appreciate you again for, you know, kicking us off tonight. And I'll talk to y'all, you know, when you need me. I'm available, even though I'm in the Bahamas. I'm going to be here until the weekend. You know, just reach out to me on Facebook, and if you need me for a call, we can just schedule it. I've got an app on my phone. I've been finessing for Daryl, and he can tell you it's been working, even though it's some static sometimes. But we get the job done. All right? No excuses, guys. It's execution over excuses, man. Remember, like at the beginning, you're going to be bad, but the only way you're going to get better is to apply the information by action. All right? By action. I had an affiliate talk to me yesterday, and he was like, Sophie, man, like I'm not good at talking to people. I gotta like study more on how to get better. I said, no, it's like swimming. The only way to learn how to swim is to jump in the water. You can't read no books. You can't watch no YouTube. You can't talk about it, think about it. You got to do it. Same thing here. The only way you're going to get better at what we do is just to do it. Mess up a few times. It's all good. You ain't going to die. You learn from it. All right. So let's get in the trenches, guys. More exposures means more money. All right. So share this information with as many people as you possibly can, as quickly as you possibly can. And I guarantee you'll get paid. All right. So I'll talk to y'all. Good night, man. Take it easy.